Hello, welcome back to another John Morley. Self-help. Well, that's the place for it. Not really. I don't need any self-help. What does this say? And finally, patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrow it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it's not him, it's that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it. But there are other patients who have also requested it, and I've made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If anyone asks for it, it will be there. Pia Walson, librarian of the Westland Asylum. Okay. What's so special about this book? But hi, welcome back. What is this? Oh. All right. The myth of psychology. In the shadows of forgotten myths lies the story of Psyche, the soul herself, driven by longing to reunite with her lost love, Cupid, also known as Eros, god of love, desire and irresistible attraction. Her path leads downward into the depths of the underworld. There she must retrieve a golden box said to contain a trace of Persephone's beauty. Persephone, goddess of... I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Goddess of the spring and fertility, and yet also the somber queen of the dead. But Psyche, or is it just Psyche? But Psyche is warned, do not open the box. Still, hope is a dangerous thing. Perhaps she believed that a touch of divine beauty would make her worthy again in Cupid's eyes. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, that old companion of tragedy. She opens the box, but there is no beauty inside, only darkness. A deathly sleep seeps out, wrapping her in silence. Her body falls still, suspended between life and death. And so she enters the hidden kingdom, the realm of madness. Interesting. Don't open the box, guys and gals. Guys and gals. Gals and guys. Oh, more reading. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. For the swift and proper cataloging of patients, a system of labeling is employed in which each patient is assigned a number corresponding to the room they occupy. The passcode to access each patient's cell is the discharge number assigned upon admission. This number must be consulted in the admissions register or in the individual patient record. Should a patient be transferred to another location with the institution, their cataloging will be amended according to the new room to which they are assigned. Patients classified as dangerous, whether to themselves or others, are housed in the basement in specially adapted cells designed to ensure their isolation and safety. This area is designated as Area B. The ground floor contains the common areas of the establishment, such as the kitchen, dining hall, and administrative office, where matters relating to paperwork are handled, a small first aid room, and the archive containing all records and documents pertaining to the staff and inmates are also located here. Okay. The doctor's office are situated on the second floor, which is designated area for medical care. However, an exception is made for the office of Dr. Mulder, the director of the sanatorium, who occupies the third floor. On the second floor, one will also find the rooms of male patients, Area M, and female patients, Area F. It is important to note that the attic, which was previously used as a recreation room and for therapeutic activities, has been permanently closed due to its unsuitable and unsafe structural condition. This system of organization and cataloging has been designed to maintain proper control and safety of all inmates, as well as to ensure efficiency in the management of various sections of the asylum. Selma Cretan, Administrative Secretary, Westland Asylum. That was a mouthful, my goodness. Well, there's a lot of books. Science. Psychology.
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, A Year in Lost Isles, Peter Sanders. When Captain Walter Brandon in his sloop, when in his sloop, wait, no, why did I read it that way? When Captain Walter Brandon in his sloop is caught in the midst of a violent storm, it seems his fate is sealed. But by some miracle, he manages to survive, clinging to the Clinging to a splintered spar from his wrecked vessel. After enduring a long ordeal at sea, he washes ashore on a distant island where he will live for many months and encounter no end of wild adventures. Interesting. Was I supposed to... Is there something on here? Oh. Patient 1365. I had to write that down because I forget. I's a forgetful boy, man. I's forgetful, that's all. Book. Was that it? Spirituality. Education. Old people. Oh, economics, technology, cooking, adventure, fiction, health, and wellness. Well, I don't think there was any languages. Okay, I don't think there was anything else. In here. But that won't open that. Okay, so I have patient 1365, but that is all I have. So, I think that's on floor 1. Also, I'm trying the new monster grape, the voodoo grape. Not a fan. It's interesting, but let's see here. I think this is what this one I think is missing one, but I can try. Okay, so that I guess it's not missing one. A pirate ship. That's so cool. I want to...
That hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship.
Oh, yeah. What's in the box? Dear Walter, there's something about you that I cannot ignore. A quiet strength, a resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with a kind of admiration I can scarcely put into words. You are unlike anyone I've ever met. And yet I wonder if you sense it too, those stolen glances, the way time seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. I'm not sure if you are aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attic on weekends. Some evenings during those quiet moments, before we are all sent to bed, I like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place, a kind of peace I find nowhere else. Tonight, at 7 sharp, I think I might take one of those little walks. Perhaps I'll find the calm even sweeter. Yours, Elodie. Okay. Well, thanks for the key.
Key to the attic. Let's see where it leads.
I'm sorry, what voice was that? That was a completely different voice.
A ship's old helm, tied to the bed, as if it were the quarterdeck of a vessel.
Oh, I'm still confused on the voice. Okay, so this one's locked. This one has a padlock. I didn't get any other patient names, so let us go upstairs to the... I'm gonna close this because I don't know. I want to close the doors. Thank you. I have a feeling Mr. Boogeyman's gonna be up there. Or it would have been funny if he was standing right there. Wasn't there a chain on this before? Well, let's look over here first, because this is a...
Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics. The girl improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind. Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft.
What?
Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
I feel sorry for her. I mean, I've dealt with depression before, severe depression, and yeah, it's not an easy task. Not an, especially if you're going by yourself. Our island. Okay, what's up here? Okay, I'm not gonna go up there yet. I'm gonna explore down here first.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero. Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
Patient 1316 became Walter Brandon. Whatever. Oh!
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
Oh, that's not disturbing. Oh. That's disturbing.
Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses.
I see.
An alarm clock.
That's just an alarm clock.
Most likely, they used it to slip back to the second floor before anyone noticed they were gone. For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
Can I turn this off? Because it's very annoying. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What is this way? Okay, that goes somewhere else. I wanted to look at up here. I don't think this really goes to anything, but oh, this keeps going up. This keeps going up. Never mind. That's about as high as it goes. Oh. All right, down I go. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Look like someone was standing behind that door.
The room's been decorated to resemble some sort of island in the South Seas. Of course, I should have guessed. She pulled him into her world. Elodie created Walter Brandon.
Oh, I see. I don't get it.
Letter, scratched out and full of corrections.
My dearest Walter, do not worry. Everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it is crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I will be ready to follow you the moment you are out in a safe place, far from here. When you speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you with conviction, as though they are the only thing that matters. The shadow is gone. It has vanished. You are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened, that you cannot understand how you acted in such a way. Speak of how you have found peace in reading, how you now wish to live more serenely. My gosh, my brain's going too fast. Wish to live more serenely. Serenely, with purpose. Make them see that the shadow no longer exists, that the darkness has completely faded. They must believe you are free. I know this is not entirely true, but I am certain that with effort you can control the shadow. You must do it for us. For what lies ahead, they do not see you as you are. They only see you as a mere piece in their game. We shall show them that they have no control over our fate. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be with you, and together we shall make our way to the Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that soon we will be free. This will all be behind us, and everything we've dreamed of will begin to come true. With all my love, Elodie.
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill.
Yeah.
But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far.
I pushed him
If I pieced this together correctly, that Walter was never really Walter at all. There was another personality. She called it the Shadow, a dominant, dangerous force that surfaced again and again in his life. The threads are beginning to unravel. But I need to see this through. What truly happened to Walter Brandon?
He died. He went nuts. Dear Elodie, it has been some weeks since you requested a private session. As both your physician and your friend, I find myself troubled, unable to cast aside the thought of the solitude you spoke. I have an itch in my nose. Spoke of those weeks past, solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I am with duty, I shall be confined to my office until the late hours of the night. Should you at any moment feel the impulse or the need for company, do not hesitate to visit me. The code to enter my office is... I need to write this down. 39124. Dr. Mulder.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
Yes. Hello, big bad boy. Big bad guy. Locked. Locked. Do I climb back up? I don't like the humming coming from that. All right, up the rope I go. Dude's gonna cut it. Please don't be standing up here. Okay. Is he lurking in the shadows? No? Okay. What was it? 2, I think? Wait a second. Why is that covered again? I already took that off. I already took that off. Why is it covered again? Okay, 39. Well, why would anyone want to come into your office? My goodness, can I close the door behind me? I hate having doors open behind me. Someone could sneak in and stab me. Tree. Jump out the window. Blood.
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation, perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow, though given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface. We have treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dimphna Hospital. Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dimphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
The missing piece. The visit to the old sanatorium had left more questions than answers. The piece didn't fit. Scattered fragments of a puzzle. Missing center. That one elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remained just out of reach. Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue, the last chance to shed light on the mystery still shrouding the death of Elodie Forsythe. And with that, I have to get off. Anyways, this is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. And the next one will be jumping into a hospital. Yippee! Even crazier. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.